Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I am just so happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for another month. It's March 1st today. I'm just happy and grateful for you. I'm happy and grateful for accountability. I'm just happy and grateful. I don't take days for granted. I don't take them lightly. And as I say all the time, I firmly believe that if we could get into a posture where we could just be happy and grateful for our days, we will be happy and grateful for one another. It will change our perspective and our mindset of the things that we go through daily. So, self-confidence formula. I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action towards its attainment, and I here and now promise to render such action. The dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into a physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person that I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture. I know through the theory of autosuggestion that any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek some expression through some practical means of obtaining the object or position I desire. I have clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim, and I will never stop trying until I develop sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. I realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. I will engage in no transaction that will not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces that I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve them. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity. For I know that a negative attitude towards others will never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and myself. Man, I keep telling y'all, the more I say it, the more I believe it. I don't know about you all, but like I said, speak this to you. Know that you're healthy, know that you're wealthy, know that you're prosperous, know that everything that your hands touch must prosper and grow. You got to know it, even when you don't feel it. You got to know it, all right? Feelings are emotions, okay? But what we're doing through autosuggestion, through repetition, we're feeding our subconscious mind. So on those days that you don't feel healthy, you don't feel wealthy, you don't feel prosperous, you'll be able to speak to yourself. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am prosperous. I can do all things. Okay? It's like we got to get this, all right? It is for you. I promise you. The more you say it, the more your flesh, your thoughts, your actions will line up with it. Okay? But I just want to talk to you all today. I had so many things on my mind. I'm like, okay, what do I talk about? What is it? I mean, because it was all kinds of stuff. Because like I told you, as I'm walking this out, since we're holding one another accountable, I just try to share with y'all what my focus is for the day that we're actually talking. And so yesterday, I was asked by someone, are you happy? So of course, my first thought is like, okay, why was I just asked that? But my response was, I'm trying to find it because it was through a text. Hold on, let me find it. Of course, I won't be able to find it now. The blood of Jesus. But basically, I said, I'm not going to tell you what I basically said. Let me take a minute and tell you what I said. So I said, I am happy and grateful for every day I have. So if I begin to, and I put in quotes, feel unhappy, I stop and remind myself that I truly am happy. I know that may sound like a bunch of fluff, but I really do try to keep that mindset. And so this was asked to me, and and she was like, man, that's awesome. But it kind of has stuck with me, because you have to understand that words are powerful. And if something is spoken to you and it just like doesn't go away, maybe you need to like dissect it. You need to kind of pull it a little deeper, because I'm sure she had her reasons for asking me. I don't know what her reason was. It could be things that we had talked about previously, but that day she just asked me that. But it made me start thinking about it. And I'm sharing this because I want y'all to understand how important it is to like cover your mind. You got to take every thought captive, right? You got to think about everything that comes into your mind. So even asking the question, are you happy? And I answered it, but depending on how I may have started feeling yesterday, I started questioning, am I happy? Like, am I really happy? Because in the moment, sure, like I'm happy. But what happens when you're going through your day and you start feeling a little icky yourself? Okay. And then that same question comes to your mind, because you got to remember the enemy doesn't come with anything new, and he just wants to kill, steal, and destroy you, period. So it could be something that was innocent. It could have been something that just, I didn't ask why she asked me the question. But now that some things kind of transpired, I'm kind of in a different place. I'm not in my little happy place. So I'm like, am I happy? So why you got to be careful with the things that you think about, right? So as I was thinking about it, I'm like, well, happy, what is happy? So again, y'all know I'm on this thing of defining words, okay? Got to know what you're talking about, what you're thinking about. So happy is a feeling or showing pleasure or contentment. So I'm like, okay, because when I hear the word, I do think of a feeling. When I think of being happy, I think of like a posture and emotion, like you're, hey, that's happy, right? So, but for me, that wasn't enough. And I'm like, why can't I let this go? Why can't I let this go? And it was like, I just was like, okay, I say every day that I'm happy and grateful now. And I am. I'm feeling and I'm showing pleasure and contentment. I have gratitude. I have humility. But I'm like, man, it just almost started making me feel like happy and grateful is right here. Like, what's deeper than that? What do I want to go deeper in, where I can be more fulfilled in happiness? And I started hearing Holy Spirit speak to me about peace. Okay? Peace. Peace is freedom from disturbance. It's quiet and tranquility. And I was like, man, okay, that's the noun. And then when you look at it, because I told y'all, I honor and reverence Jehovah God. And I firmly believe everything we go through, it goes back to the book, right? So I went back and I looked at what was peace biblically. And it's the word often translated peace in the Bible actually means to tie together as a whole. When all essential parts are joined together, inner peace then is a wholeness of mind and spirit, a whole heart at rest. Inner peace has little to do with external surroundings. Listen, when this young lady spoke to me about, was I happy? It's like, I'm so happy and grateful for her, where she just asked me the question of, was I happy? Happy wasn't, knowing that I'm happy wasn't enough. And it made me dig deeper. And what I want to encourage y'all today is, in everything that you do, hold on to your peace. Okay? So naturally, from the English standpoint, what is peace? It's freedom from disturbance. It's quiet and tranquility. Okay? So what is that? Even while we're going through the self-confidence formula, what have we been doing? Right? We're doing what we need to keep our environment peaceful. We're doing what we need to stay, tranquil. All right. Like the tranquility. But we have to understand, because we're spirit first. All right. We're spirit first. You want to know that peace will tie together as a whole. So why am I saying hold on to your peace? I don't care what nothing looks like. I don't care what situation comes your way. I don't care how it feels. I don't care what you're faced with. It's the beginning of the month. Look, new month, new bills. New month, new drama. New month, new things. Okay, we get it. That just comes with the journey. But when we can get to a place that no matter what comes in our day, we hold on to peace. We translate peace as what ties together as a whole when all essential parts are joined together. Inner peace then is a wholeness of mind and spirit and the whole heart at rest. Got to hold on to your peace. You need to know what peace is. Why does it say to get the peace that surpasses your understanding? Because then inner peace has little to do with your external surroundings. It's something that you can only get inside, okay? So as we're doing this self-confidence formula, as we're feeding our subconscious mind, as we're doing all that we need to do here in this journey to walk out what we need to, we've got to hold on to peace. You've got to understand that peace is tying together as a whole. When all essential parts are joined together, inner peace is the wholeness of your mind and your spirit and a whole heart at rest. Okay? Hold on to your peace. Don't let anything take away your peace. Am I happy and grateful now? Absolutely. But I'm excited about peace because it's almost like peace is the umbrella, okay? Peace is the stick. When it rains, we got to pop the umbrella. That is your blanket of peace. No matter what you feel, no matter what you're going through, good or bad, keep peace. Because you do know that you can be in a joyous place and still kind of be edgy. That can still happen, okay? So you got to be able to hold on to that inner peace. Fight for it. Don't let anything or anyone take it from you. While we're doing this self-confidence formula, the only way that you're going to be able to see these things manifest and grow is you've got to be willing to deal with the root of your issues, okay? While being willing to deal with the root of your issues, you got to hold on to peace. Because when you start seeing stuff that don't feel good, that don't look good, and then it's about you, you better have some peace, okay? You got to have peace with what you're seeing so that you can walk through it, all right? So that you can trust your process, so that you don't abort it along the way. The anchor of what is going to hold us is that inner peace. That inner peace is what says, okay, I know this is going on, but you're still healthy. You're still wealthy. You're still prosperous. You're still victorious. You're still beautiful. But I don't feel like that because I got all this stuff due and I only got $2 in the account, but you're still wealthy. Because why? Inner peace has little to do with my external surroundings. So I can be in that position through this journey, but it doesn't change my posture in who I truly am. Okay? In order for us to stay there, we've got to keep hold of that peace that will surpass your understanding, that peace that will surpass your situation, that peace. And you don't take the peace and you're like all in this la-la fluff land. No, we got to deal with what we got to deal with. But when you have peace, you'll remember that the you that you're looking for is right on the other side of your self-discipline. See, peace helps you stay there. All right? Peace helps you look at yourself to say, this situation does not line up with who I really am. So what do I need to do to get it right? What do I need to do to make it line up? Okay, that's all we're doing. We are who we are. Situations come. We are learning how to merge them to stay in control of our situations. All right. I was just talking to someone, and you know, it's like my mentor, one of my mentors, Riyad Jones, says all the time, the heart work is the hard work. So in everything that you do, the heart work, your heart work, not working on someone else's heart, your heart work is the hard work. It's the hardest thing you got to deal with, because you got to deal with yourself. And you know, we love ourselves and we want to think that, you know, we're always this bed of roses. But the truth of the matter is, even roses have thorns on it. Okay? And the thorns hurt. They prick. Don't take away from the beauty of the rose. But you got to understand that you're all things. You're the rose, you're the stem, you're the thorn, you're all things, okay? So once we get to the point while we're dealing with this, because self-confidence, you're going to have to deal with yourself. Everything comes with that makes you great. Self-discipline, all right? You got to stop the things that are hurting you. And the truth of the matter is, when you got to look at yourself, it's uncomfortable. But when you can do it with that peace, because you know, even having to deal with this ugly part of me, what is it going to do? It's going to tie together as a whole. I got to hold on to this peace, P-E-A-C-E, because as I deal with this peace, P-I-E-C-E, of my journey, it's going to tie together as a whole, right? My inner peace is then the wholeness of my mind and my spirit and my whole heart. All right. Anything that we're dealing with ourselves, we're pulling this stuff out of our heart so that we can stay in line with what we need to stay in line with. Okay. I got a homegirl. I'm going to tell y'all this and I'm going to let y'all go. I got a girlfriend of mine, great friend. Like I honor her. I respect her. I love her. She's such a sounding board in my life. She helps Ming Lee, okay? She's got like this, she's like cool as a fan. She just cool breeze. And I was frustrated with her. Didn't even realize I was frustrated with her to the level that was the level I was. And so we were talking on the phone and I was being very sarcastic and like ugly with her. So even though we were talking about a situation, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll invite this person, but I ain't inviting you. I'm not inviting you to come over here with me. And Now, we were talking, but what I was saying, even it was that, you know, underlying shade, right? Is that underlying shade? Because I'm talking like this. I'm like, listen, yeah, I got something going on, but you're not invited. You're not coming, you know, all of that. But I got so convicted, y'all. Like when I got off the phone, I was like, that was so ugly. So I told y'all, when things hit me, I write them down. So I was like, I talked to her, you know, disrespectfully. That's what I wrote. So a couple days later, I went back to what I wrote and I had to peel that. I had to unlayer that thing. I had to peel the layers back of that. Because I'm like, first of all, is she someone that I want in my life? Does her relationship matter to me? And it does. So I had to, you know, first ask myself, I had to be honest with myself about that. So then I'm like, okay, why did I talk to her like that? Why did I treat her like that? And when I did it, someone else heard me being ugly to her. I ain't even care in the moment, y'all. I'm being honest, okay? I'm a work in progress too. So I was like, where did that come from? But I had to really kind of like dig in me. And I realized like I was frustrated with her in this situation. But at the end of the day, it doesn't make what I did right. It was wrong, okay? So I've been trying to talk to her. We kind of been playing phone tag. We finally talked yesterday. And I told her, I was like, man, I've been trying to get you. I owe you an apology. Because what the Holy Spirit began to reveal to me in that is, even though she knows how you are, she extended you grace. So even though she knew I was throwing shade, she was like, man, Nicole wouldn't do that to me. Nicole must just be having a bad day. I'm going to just let it go. I'm going to chuck it up for the team. She kept her peace, right? So I apologized to her. And this is why I'm telling y'all, apologies, forgiveness, all of that, it is for you. Because the reality is my heart's posture when I did that, it wasn't right. But if I didn't process that time with the peace, now I'm thankful she had the peace that surpassed her understanding in that moment because she didn't throw me away. When every action causes a reaction, she could have done that and then I would be hurt because she is a friend to me, right? But I had to take my pow because you don't treat people like that you love. You don't treat people like that. And even though, you know, to some people it'd be like, well, you know, you was just being sarcastic. Listen, my heart was ugly. My posture was ugly. It was ugly. Okay. But seeing that, it was very uncomfortable for me because here I am doing these mindset calls. I'm trying to encourage y'all to be the best you, this, that, and the third, and I'm not being my best. Okay. So if I didn't have the peace that surpassed my understanding and blanketed, because see, peace is the thing that brings all of it together. So there was a blanket over my mind. So even if the enemy tried to come and attack me, like, see, you wrong, you're not a friend, you're not a good, everything he'd have tried to do, that peace was necessary. And even when I felt that way, because I felt bad, okay? It's like, I got to hold on to my peace. I got to hold on to my peace. And I just got to be honest with her. Like, listen, I ask that you forgive me. The posture of my heart was ugly. This is what it was. And I was just frustrated. I'm frustrated. But then I'm frustrated because I see her potential. I know what she can do. So I'm just like, man, but you know, it just frustrated because I love you and I want to see the best for you. But it still didn't make it right. Okay. She forgave me and she was like, you know, yeah, I peeked in. I was like, because she was like, yeah, I was like, oh, Nicole throwing underline shade, but it's all good. I'm going to let her have it. That's really how she handled it. But it wasn't right. And this is why I say I'm happy and grateful every day to be able to deal with me, to right my wrongs, because I do things wrong. Okay. But in it, I'm saying, let your biggest thing be that peace. Understand that in everything, because I was unpeaceful, I was uncomfortable. Anything could have happened between she and I through that time, and we could have been left on that bad note. You don't want that through this journey. Okay. You want to be able to deal with yourself. You want to be able to always keep that peace that surpasses your understanding while you're having to deal with things, okay? Because that's what's going to help you deal with it the right way, all right? That's really what I done went all the way around the bush. But that's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? I'm trying to tell you that. So I encourage you to hold on to peace, okay? Like I said, I'm going to give you the meaning of peace again. Because if you're peaceful, you're happy. If you're peaceful, you're grateful. If you're peaceful, if you keep your peace, you're all these things. So peace is the freedom from disturbance. It's quiet and tranquility. All right. And then, like I said, the biblical meaning of it, the word often translated peace in the Bible actually means to tie together as a whole when all essential parts are joined together. Inner peace then is a wholeness of mind and spirit, a whole heart at rest. And remember, your inner peace has little to do with external surroundings. So don't allow whatever you're going through to take your peace. Don't allow situations to disrupt your peace. All right? Learn how to count everything joy, because you got to remember, no matter how it feels, no matter what it goes through, everything is working together for you to be the best you. Okay? We can't doubt it. And if we keep walking, we'll get out of that tough spot. It'll pass. All right. It will pass. I promise you. So again, I am Nicole D. Jones. I thank you again for taking the time to come and meet me. I thank you that you keep coming, because I know for me, I mean, it's repetitious. I'm like, Lord, it's repetitious. I ain't saying nothing new. But thank you for being my accountability partner. Thank you for continuing to walk. Know that you're healthy. Know that you're wealthy. Know that you're prosperous. We are all that. Everything that we go to touch, our hands must make it prosper and grow, because it's who we are. Okay? We are striving to be our best, because only we can do it. Only you can be your best, and only you can do it. Okay? Again, continue to have a fantabulous day, and I will see you in 48 hours. Smooches.